I think this is the best one of these, so I'm going to just grab that and see what comes next. Another build. This is only 3 players. This is a very good one for 3, so I'll keep that. I'm just going to go with these 2. This one, meh. So we've got multiple animals here. We've also got aquatic. So I'm taking this for the multiple animals. It also has the Americas tag, which is needed. And this is aquatic and also works as a species diversity. The rest of this, I could certainly take the pet, although I don't like that idea. Diverse species helps me, provided that I can beat out the red player. This one's also the aquatic park, which is why I'm grabbing this. I don't know if I'm going to be able to play it. 3 is tall order. I may have to, grab this early or something. And then I've got the research one. That's something I can, work towards. And I don't really like any of the other cards for any of these things. So there's what you got. I think it's a pretty decent set. Certainly this card and this card work well. This might work well if I end up going aquatic, although the other card's generally better. Alright, I think I'm going to just grab the aquatic, because that's our main one there. I've already got one. Maybe I can find a smaller one, that, like a cheaper one or whatever, that can fit in as well. That is not what I'm looking for. Okay. Well, at least I have one. I'll get another one and we'll be able to do the aquatic, or likely be able to. I'm going to focus on these 2. I'm going to need to grab money at some point with this, so that'll matter probably. At any rate, let's do this. Come up from the top, because I want to activate this clever to move the cards down. This is going to go here. Let's actually put this here. No, I can build a 2 this way. Yeah, I like that a little better. Also, we're closer to this in case we need it. Alright, I'm not going to have enough money to play both of these, but I do want to get this one out. Get me an X token. There we go. Grab some cash. There we go. Alright, so I'm going to build my aquatic. I want to build it over this clever. I don't have anything put into it, but I do have money. I think I'm going to use this to get an extra at least $1. Let's see if it's 2 or not. It's not 2, it's only 1. But I think that's worth it at this point. I'll probably put it here. Sure. I don't want to put her over the card because I can't hold them and we're going to have an issue soon. I'm even going to drop my cards down to 1. So after I build this guy here, I'll be able to do the aquatic, which, provided that the red player doesn't, yeah, he just did this, so he's got no real game to do it. So I've also got the option to do this at 3, although I don't want to do that, I don't think. All right, let's just end this and make the break and get an X token. Got an easy one to discard here, so no worries as far as that goes. I discard this. We don't have a place to put it. Probably not. We'd have to build something down here to be able to fit that anyway. Let's play our animal, which will give us our second aquatic tag. And then we're just going to play this. I don't need a card. Well, I certainly don't need this particular card. So let's just do this. I'm doing this because I want to leave an area open for this here. So I'm not building to this just yet. All right. So we have 2 aquatic tags. We're going to do the aquatic. The 5 is already gone on the diversity. And this person doesn't have any. So looks like we should be able to get to 4, although the speed with which the red player got to 5 is pretty astounding. So yeah, doing that. I'm going to upgrade the association. Still some juicy stuff, the $10 and well, this. All right, I'm just going to build a 1 enclosure. I'm actually targeting this guy here, which I don't think I'll have a lot of fight for. I'll leave this 3 open and I'll put this here. I'm not going to do that in the event that I can grab this. I want to be able, well, I don't think I'm going to be able to play it either way because I'm going to want to donate. I think I'm just going to build the 1 though for now anyway. I'm going to snap this guy. He's going to go there, and he's going to be worth 5 because I'm going to have this out first. Alright, so we're pretty high on the break. I'm going to use my meeple before it's too late. And grab this university. Now I'm able to play this next turn. Do I need to build, or do I want to keep going with the animals? I'm going to take the build so I can start filling this up and getting some income. And we'll donate. Okay, I guess still no break, so we can play our sponsor. A little bit more income there. That's not what I want. That's what I want. All right. All right. I'm going to do a build. I'm going to grab this card since it's in range. Let's do the extra one here. And grab the card. I'd like to play it, but I think I want to have, let's see. It can go here, I guess. Yeah. So let's put this guy here. Need a 1. I'm going to target this thing after I get the blue. If it's not there, it's not there. What are we going to do? You know. I guess technically I could just put it over here. Yeah, let's do that. All right. I got 3 left. I did the bonus one, and I've done 2. Why do I have so much left? Oh, this was, never mind. This was free. All right, so I'm going to put in a 2 since that's the most likely to be able to. Ooh, hold on a second. I'm going to put that 2 down, but I'm going to cover this. And then I'll put this last guy here. And then put the bonus on the grab a card, which is now in range for the animal I want. So once I get the blue tag, I'll be able to do both these cheaper, and I'll be able to hypnosis. Right now, nobody, but we'll see. It's going to take a couple turns for me to be able to do it anyway. All right, so I'm going to take the blue for this specifically, and to make both of these cheaper. I don't have enough to donate. These are going to cost 12. I only have 15. So I have to pass. Alright, we'll do our animals. The red player has exceeded us in points. So it'll be a hypnosis, but not a great one. I'll probably just grab cards. This one will be worth the most points there. 3 plus 2. All right. I don't see any cards that I really need here. So I'll probably just dump my cards down. Now let's see. Let's do the opponent one first. Let's draw and see what I get. Alright, small animals. So 4 points for that. A big koala that doesn't really tap into anything. So we'll discard this one. Alright, I'm thinking about just dropping the build here, as I don't have money. But I do want to drop something, and now I have something to play with this. So I am going to drop the build. Hopefully I'll get a bunch of money with this, though, but I still have a 2 enclosure up, so. Let's grab some cards and see what we get. All right. Well, this one puts another one of those in my possession, so I'm certainly keeping that one. This guy is $6 for 6 points. I got to keep that one. I think this is the one that I have to bump. I have to use the next token for that. Yeah, it puts me closer to this. And I've even got a water thing if I want that as an option. I think this is where I have to go away. Because this is a straight up 4 points. This will undoubtedly get me 3 points and 2 rep. This makes all my guys cheaper. Ugh, those are both good. You know what? I think I'm actually going to keep this. I got the X token. I can play it next turn and upgrade animals, which helps me move up on this. Want them all. I've already got a pretty healthy income, so the extra money or cheapness of this isn't a huge deal. All right, so I guess this is what it's going to be, since this one at least syncs with both research. Yeah, that's what I got to do. All right, I'm gonna do the sponsor at 6, put it out there. And let's upgrade the animals for additional rep bumps. And we're almost up with the last one anyway, so we're good. Well, hopefully we're good. And I get to do diversity now. And let's just get, well, oh, I don't have anything to tuck. Be a pretty good one though. Maybe I opt, no, I don't know. There's too many things that I want. I don't think that I want to do a donate for 10. So if there isn't one, I'd like to do a build. Isn't a break, that is. All right, so I'm going to build. I am eyeballing grabbing this thing. So I've got 2 guys, a guy on a 3 and a guy with a 1 by the water. So let's just drop this here so we can get that X token. And I certainly want to leave a bigger spot there if I can. This is going to grab the card I need. Certainly want. I've got, the literal bonus to put this thing out. I'm going to drop this here. I don't want to put it up there. I'll just drop it here. Now my income, well, it's already huge, so I don't know how much that's going to help, but that's okay. All right, let's play our animals. play this guy. Yeah, in there. He's going to allow me to boost and play a kiosk for the other guy. Not a kiosk. I'll play this pavilion. All right, so I can play this monkey and boost cards, which if I was going to boost, I would move them down. Already going to move the sponsors up. Don't really need cards. But I'm thinking about, well, this giraffe is only one extra point. Yeah, I can just boost the sponsors over it and then deal with the card later. Or I may just take the cards and then do I have it? Yeah, I've gotten a, well, I'm going to want to get that up a little higher first. So I'm not ready yet anyway to have a bunch of cards. Yeah, I like the idea of playing this from the board. I'll deal with this later. Rather have the cards in my hand. Maybe I can dump him for 2 points with this or something. I don't know. Move sponsors to 5. Play this. I don't need to do it twice. All right. All right, so we're catching up to the red player. So Australia release. Guess that would free up a spot in there. I don't know if I'll need to do that, but it's always good to have something. So it's time to discard. This one looks like it'll be, I've got 4, I've got another one in hand that I can play. So 5, and I've got area up here. Probably won't get any more than 1 more, so probably at most I could get is 6 for 3. But I got a guaranteed 4 unless, or 2, 4 2 points. So that's set. This one, however, we're in kind of a battle. Tied with Predators behind here. Tied, but I have 1 to play. Behind, ahead, but I'm thinking about releasing 1. I mean, stuff like that. And then I've got the bear, and the bear, well, he could certainly find a bear too. So, you know, that's difficult. So I'm at 2. This could certainly go down, but I got to feel that it probably won't be below 2 at the end. So I think I'm going to get rid of the water. Even though I've got 4, I'll be at 5 when I play my little reptile guy, and I could probably only get to 6. I mean, there's 3 spots here, so I can get some small animals or some nonsense, but yeah, then I have to find them too and, you know, save the spot. So I think I'm just going to keep this and just try to pump out some animals. And it's my turn. All right. Well, let's play the sponsor. All right, we're going to build a pavilion first. I'm going to put it up here. I know my income's 51, so I'm not real worried about that. Maybe I want to get close to, yeah, I don't need that. I can save this 3 for this guy, so I'm just going to put this up here. All right, and now our income's 54. All right, I think I'm going to snap this. And then prepare to release my guy. There's a chance that he'll break, but with $25, that seems unlikely, but we'll see. All right, so we are being pilfered. It's pilfer 2, but we're not ahead of him on the green track. If I give him this, I mean, he gets a random one, but if I give him that, that could be devastating. He doesn't have a lot of use for this, and I plan on using this next, and I really want to play this guy. So really, this is the only card that he could effectively take that wouldn't really mess with me. Yeah, I'm just going to give him the money. All right, the pilfer's going to hurt, but when I do my association, I'm going to get $5. So I can still do what I want to do. It's just going to be a little bit tighter, but as long as I get one more turn before the break, it should pay off. So let's do that. And take the 12. That gives me 20 plus 5 is 25. This one's going to cost me 19. 19 and 6 is 25. And no donate. All right, we've had a break, and the fish that I was looking to play is no longer on the card row. However, this fish is there. Gets me a free X token. It does venom, but with $79, that shouldn't really matter, but I will still do that first. There's another thing out there that looks good, 6 points for, and a bird. I don't have any birds, and neither does red players, so we can take over that one in our race for the diverse species. And that way we also don't have to worry about getting cards, because these, this was certainly one I can play later, and maybe this one as well. So we're gonna, let's use the X token to get the rep. Let's see. Yeah, I think let's do that just in case. I don't have another way to get rep and except for building. So let's do that. So this one first. And we'll play this guy. I'm going to leave this one open here for this guy, so I'll just play this into 2. Because it's got to be by the water. My turtle does anyway. And it looks like I'll be building next turn anyway, so. All right, we have a slight lead. Oh, sponsors. I don't need the sponsors, so let's move that down. I didn't even notice that. Which one is moving the sponsors? What did that? Place a sponsor's action card. What is doing that? Oh, hold on. My other, this one. There it is. Okay. Well, even better. not a big deal. Don't have a spot for this guy anyway. So this is the only thing out there that I could conceivably play right now. Alright, I think I'm going to grab the red partnership. I don't have that one towards this. It's also going to let me upgrade cards. I may grab some cards shortly. As I may be playing these two, we'll see. Also, I'd like to be able to get above here and maybe get a few more points. Also, if I get a third one, I get 2 green points that way. So that's kind of the motivation. Also, I get a donate, and I'm already moving towards what I need to do next. I have plenty of money, so the donate should be fine. Alright, I'm going to do a build. I'm going to build a 3 for this guy. I kind of want to leave a space for 3 over here. I need a 5th one of these, so I'm going to put it here. And now I get 2 of these. Let's put it here. Leaves me a spot for a 2 and a 3 if I need them. I don't need more income, so. Got an X token because of this card. I only got 1, even though I built 2 per the card. And that should be enough for now. Alright, so I think I'm going to grab some cards. Doesn't seem like it's likely that there will be an issue with an early end of round. I mean, I could certainly... Yeah, I mean, that doesn't make any sense. I mean, I guess there could be somebody with like a jump or something like that, but I think that already happened in this game, so it seems unlikely with $45 and $76 that they're going to rush the break. So I'm going to grab cards and hope maybe for some sponsor or get another run of stuff for later, because I'm not going to be able to get over the finish line with just 12 points is what I'm getting here, so that puts me to 76. I still need to get these guys here, and I can also use the cards to do this if I have to. So yeah, 76 is too far away for me to end it quickly, so I will just grab some cards now. And I may take this one as a dump, since that might be useful for some. I don't know. Take the cards from the deck one at a time. That's no good, so there's a certain dump. Okay. That might work if I want to finish the board. We're at 6, 7, 8, 9, 3, 6, 7, 8. So that might be useful. I don't know. This doesn't seem to be good yet. What do we got? Yeah, less than me? Well, I might get an extra. This might be worth 6 points, so not terrible. And certainly would drop down on something. Alright, not bad. This would be a hate draft. I don't want to do that, especially if I don't even know. This person's got, blue's got a spot for it, but, you know, yeah, I don't care. So I'm going to draw one and hope. I've already got a proper discard, so, although No, let's just take. Let's not mess with it. And that's a pouch, so that's not bad either. And cheap, very cheap. So yeah, we'll get rid of this. We have some decent cards, and certainly next turn we'll get rid of a couple of them. This is going to be the same amount of points as this, so no big deal. This does boost cards. I could put it down below. I don't know, or maybe I can do this. I'll have to think about it. Alright, so we did not get a break. Let's do the animals. I mean, this isn't terrible. It doesn't require anything, and it's a free 3. Yeah, let's draw from the deck, though. I can always just build that from the card row. Alright, so we got a hunter if we want it. Alright, I'm just going to build these two guys here that I had basically planned on doing anyway. Although, yeah. And then this guy. Alright, so we're keeping pace with the red player. We're going to move cards down. We have plenty. Alright, let's go over the quick plan to end the game. I'm at 76. I'm going to play this right now. I'm going to put it in one of these two spots. It doesn't really matter. I need to get it close to the X. Alright, so now I'm at 78 points. I'm going to do a build next. 1 over the X, 1 on this thing to pop up and hit this. So I'm going to use 2 of the pavilions since I can with this, so that'll put me up to 80, 3 with this bonus point. So then I just need 17 points. I'll have 4 X tokens. I can get the double, provided it's there. No, it's got to be there because I've got the bonus. I can get the double science and then do research at 5 and then tuck 2 cards. And that'll put me to 102. Okay, I think it seems likely that the blue player is going to do the break. The red player just did, spent 5 and did these 2 and got his last meeple, which is what put him up to 83. Probably he did a donate as well. So he got 9 points on this last turn. But he currently can't do another one of these, even though he's got 4. Not another project. However, if the blue player breaks, then he's going to be saved, and I have to assume that he will, but we'll see. I'm just going to do my build too. Got to do this one. Now it gets me enough X tokens, as I mentioned earlier. And this gets me the extra points. So I've got 83. I can end it on the next turn. Regardless of break, I can do it. And if I have to dump a card, that's not an issue. I'm not sure. He's got spots to build things, so he that probably doesn't even need to end it. He can do those things, and he may have enough to beat me anyway. Because you can put out 2 animals, and I'll end it, and then he, will likely have a break, and he'll be able to do the level 3 on this with a donate, and this as well. So we'll see. This is expected. The blue player did cause the break. It will undoubtedly help the red player. I just can't get rid of the research. Anything else is fine. So there we go. Now, I don't know, where's that? 6. What am I doing? It doesn't make any difference. So I won't be going next. So let's see what's coming up, though. Can he use that? No place to put it. Okay, but he might build towards it, but that still costs him a turn. Although, doesn't he have side entrance? No, he doesn't. Thought somebody had it in this game. There's a side entrance. So he might, on his last turn, fill in that for a total of 12 points if he can't do anything better, but I don't know. Actually, it'll be 13 because he would undoubtedly. No, hold on. 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, he can fill that with 1 X token, which he has. Actually, he doesn't even need it because he's got the +1. He would get 1 extra point for one of these. So, and we'll see. I'll end the game before he gets a chance to go. So it's my turn after the break. The blue player only pouched 1 card of the 2. He still has 3 cards left. I'm not sure why he didn't pouch 2. Maybe he thought he was going to get 2 turns. I don't know. And the red player played this guy here. I think it's 2 points, but he won't be able to connect it, so he got 2 points. Now he does have spots to put down, things like this if he wants, but now that could be bad for us if he's planning on playing 2 of the sea animal tags, because then we'll lose this as well. 1 more of these. I don't know. I hope not. I'm going to see if I can entice him to do something else. I'm going to spend 4 of these. I'm going to take the double Science University first. And do the research at the top slot. And I'm going to pouch 2 cards. Alright, and then I get to donate because I've got money again. So instead of 102, I'm at 105. I don't know if that's going to be enough. We'll see. It should be close at the end, though. So it turns out the blue player had the only card in the deck that could beat us. Total, I did it in 31, they did it in 32. I mean, maybe I can do a build first and then do that. I don't know. Let's see what we got. I don't think that even matters. Yeah, I mean, I couldn't have done any better as far as, I could have gotten some points certainly with a first turn, but sacrificing other points for the later turn, so I don't know how much that helps. Probably not going to get, certainly not going to get 10 extra points. So he had the only card in the deck that could actually get a win for him, and that was this Golden Eagle that required Mountain. He He doesn't have this by the water. There's one other eagle, but wouldn't have fit in here. So he played that, and then he was able to fill up his board, putting this out. And that certainly got him the extra points for the side entrance, as well as the excavation site. So a bonus 8 points for doing that build, on top of probably one more of these. So 9 and the 7, 16 total points for that. And then the eagle and whatever other animal he put out. I think it was this one. So there you have it. He could have had two additional points if he had, gotten rid of this last card that he has for 2 points at the break. But bygones, it's not going to matter. He won by 10 anyway. The red player, let's see what we had here. Accessible Zoo. Probably did max. We got 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 already. Well, maybe not. Alright, so just 9 on this. So he just got 2. Research 5, so he got 3 on his. And what did he do with the? Yeah, he did what I expected him to do. He did not have. Well, he didn't have any place to put anything anyway. Nothing as big as an eagle. All right. Well, good game overall. Very close.